The journey begins in the silence of a forgotten junkyard. A 1966 Ford GT40, once a king of Le Mans, now buried under decades of dust and decay. Every bolt is turned, every surface is reborn. From the rhythmic sanding of the primer to the precision of a rebuilt heart, the legend is meticulously pieced back together. The transformation is complete, a masterpiece restored to its factory glory, ready to reclaim the asphalt under the warm glow of the sun. Forgotten for decades, a 1966 Ford GT40 buried under the weight of time in a silent junkyard. Every layer of dirt tells a story. Today, we begin the long journey of bringing a legend back to life. Inside, it's a time capsule. Decades of neglect have left their mark on every surface. The revival begins with force. Years of history are washed away in a single, powerful rinse. A deep mechanical clean. The foam encapsulates the grit, preparing the surface for its true reveal. Slow, deliberate care. We're preserving the soul of the machine, one panel at a time. There it is. The legend returns. Faded, but still vibrant. Still alive. The first chapter of the restoration is complete. Follow the journey of this 1966 Ford GT40.
The 1966 Ford GT40, a legend of Le Mans, now resting in the quiet sanctuary of a professional workshop, awaiting its rebirth. As the hydraulic lift hums to life, the scars of time are revealed beneath the iconic blue shell. Heavy rust and grime tell the story of decades past. The teardown begins with surgical precision. Each bolt removed brings us closer to the bare soul of this racing machine. The brakes, once capable of taming 200 miles per hour, are now encrusted in the oxidation of history. Every stroke of the brush is a battle against decay, stripping away the old to make way for the new. Precision meets power. We grind through the surface, searching for the solid, unyielding metal beneath the corrosion. Chemistry joins the effort, a bubbling reaction that penetrates deep into the pores of the metal. Order emerges from chaos. Each component is logged and prepared for its individual restoration journey. Then, we open the heart of the beast. The legendary V8, shrouded in oil-stained dust and the smell of old fuel. A heavy application of degreaser begins the deep clean, breaking the bond between decades of grease and the underlying structure. Detail by detail, we scrub. It's a labor of patience, revealing the clarity and definition of the original metal. The final rinse. As the water clears, the structural beauty of the GT40's engineering begins to shine once more. Even the smallest lines receive total attention. Nothing is overlooked in a restoration of this magnitude. The transformation is striking. The raw, honest strength of the car is finally visible, free from the weight of time. We inspect every weld, every seam. This isn't just a car, it's a historical artifact that demands perfection. Protection is the next priority. A specialized treatment ensures that the rust we fought so hard to remove never returns. Even the hardware is reborn. These small pieces are the glue that will hold this legend together for another 60 years. The heart is now clean. The massive V8 block stands ready, its power waiting to be reassembled and unleashed once again. In this controlled environment, we've moved past the decay. The foundation for the greatest comeback in racing history is set. Metal, rubber, oil, and legend. These are the textures of a masterpiece in progress. The Le Mans blue paint glows, a reminder of the finish line at Sarthe and the glory that still awaits this machine. The first phase is complete, the teardown is done, the grime is gone, and the path to perfection is clear. The restoration continues. Stay tuned for the reassembly of the 1966 Ford GT40.
The 1966 Ford GT40, a legend born on the tracks of Le Mans, now reborn through the art of restoration. Every inch has been restored to surpass factory standards, with mirror-like chrome and crystal-clear glass. At its core lies a masterpiece of engineering polished and tuned to perfection, deep, vibrant, and protected. This finish is a testament to the meticulous labor of love behind the restoration. Preparing for its first breath of life, a legend ready to awaken. The moment of truth, a simple turn of the key to breathe life back into a giant. A deep, smooth roar, the symphony of a perfectly tuned racing heart. Inside, the cockpit is a flawless blend of racing legacy and modern restoration craftsmanship. Every control feels precise, tactile, and connected. a true driver's sanctuary. Sculpted for the wind, its iconic lines glide through history as effortlessly as they do through the air, a legendary profile that many rivals only ever saw from behind. In the studio, it stands as a masterpiece. Every angle reveals a new layer of restored perfection. Not a single bolt unturned, not a single flaw left behind. This is the peak of automotive restoration. Beneath the beauty, the chassis has been reinforced, ensuring the foundation is as strong as the legend itself. Precision braking performance hidden within vintage aesthetics. Beauty meets modern stopping power. Airflow managed with surgical precision, every vent and duct serving a purpose in the pursuit of stability. But a legend like this isn't meant for the shadows. It's time to step into the light. Under the sun, the Le Mans Blue comes alive, revealing a depth that only true quality can provide. Flawless reflections, gliding across surfaces that define the peak of restoration excellence. Ready to reclaim the asphalt, power meeting precision in every rotation. On the move, it's a vision of speed. The reflections flow across the body like liquid. A timeless performance, fast, fierce, and undeniably beautiful. Behind every second of this beauty are thousands of hours of dedication and skill. Even as the sun sets, its presence remains undeniable, a predator of the night. The 1966 Ford GT40. Perfection redefined, reflection completed.
The 1966 Ford GT40. A machine born from a grudge, forged in the fires of competition, and destined for immortality at Le Mans. But before the glory, there is the grind. Every restoration begins with a return to the basics, stripping away the past to reveal the potential beneath. Steady, even strokes. We remove the faded layers of time, exposing the raw, matte contours that defined a racing icon. The dust highlights every curve, every subtle transition designed for aerodynamic perfection. There is no room for error here. In the stillness of the booth, the environment is controlled, sterile, ready for the first layer of its new life. The primer goes on smooth, a uniform, neutral foundation that hides nothing and prepares for everything. A singular, unblemished surface. It is the canvas upon which the legend will be reborn. One final touch of refinement. We sand the primer to a silk-like finish, ensuring the paint has a perfect bond. Then we prepare the color. Le Mans Blue. Not just a shade, but a statement of speed and victory. The first pass, thin, delicate. The blue begins to reclaim the body, one misted layer at a time. With every stroke of the gun, the color deepens. The saturation grows, pulling the eye into its legendary depths. This is the heart of the GT40, a finish that captures the spirit of the 1966 victory. Rich, vibrant, and pure. The clear coat follows. Instantly, the surface transforms, gaining a high-gloss sheen that begins to breathe with light. It adds depth. It adds protection. But most of all, it adds a clarity that reflects the world around it with mirror-like precision. We work the compound in, circular rhythmic motions that remove the tiniest micro-imperfections. The buffer brings the final magic, a mirror shine that turns steel and fiberglass into a liquid reflection. We restore the details. The chrome trim regains its brilliance, a sharp contrast to the deep blue body. The eyes of the machine, restored to crystal clarity, ready to pierce the darkness of the Mulsanne Strait once more. Inside, the transformation continues. The seats are fitted, perfectly aligned, smelling of fresh leather and heritage. The dashboard is reassembled. Every gauge, every dial, aligned with the same precision as the day it left the factory. The steering wheel, the point of connection between man and machine, polished to a high-gloss perfection. Even the pedals are refined. Every component, no matter how small, is treated with absolute reverence. The cockpit is complete, a masterpiece of functional beauty, reassembled for the modern era. The 1966 Ford GT40, restored, refined, ready to take its place in history once again. From raw metal to a mirror finish. This is more than a restoration. It is a resurrection.